Evening, Dunamis and Dynamite family group. The title I have tonight is No More Chasing. No More Chasing. A lot of times we chase things that does not fit us no more. And I told myself, and you have to tell yourself, don't chase something that does not fit in the new year of 2026 and beyond. Because a lot of times we can go back and try to chase and reunite old relationships and old friendships. But if they weren't there to stick with you, you can't rekindle something, because that's why Jesus said, let the dead bury the dead. And if something was meant to stay in your life, and if there's something was supposed to be there for your life, they would have stayed. That's why the title is We Cannot Chase the Thing that's dead. And a lot of times we chase things just to have somebody to fit a body, because we need somebody. But if you have God, you already have everything you need. And if you have a spouse, you have everything that you need. And a lot of times we chase things, and we chase people, we chase for approval, we chase for positions, and we chase for to be recognized, and we chase for admirations, and we chase for rearrangements. We chase for all these things. A lot of times we keep chasing things over and over and over again. And if they weren't there with you, then they're not there for you. And a lot of times we want the people to be there with us, but their name weren't there because we don't fit the culture's move. We don't fit the culture's what people do. We don't fit. And when you don't fit what somebody wants them to do, then they use and try to use misogyny and try to manipulate you with misogyny to try to make you feel inferior about you, because you're not doing what they want you to do, or you're not saying what they want you to say, or you're not agreeing to what they want you to agree. And you have to just tell yourself, hey, if nobody comes, if nobody agrees, that's okay. You got to continue to do the work, because let me tell you something. If it's God alone, it will be God alone. And it's going to be God alone by myself at the end. Because a lot of time we expect people so bad to be on our corner. We expect people to like hug us. We expect people to we expect all these people to grow us. We expect all these people to say, hey, celebrate me. We expect all these people that we want on our corners. But at the end of the day, they're not going to be there. At the end of the day, they're not going to give you what you need. At the end of the day, they're not going to be the one that's going to bless you and sustain you. At the end of the day, if you're looking for approval, if you're looking for you know what I'm trying to say, if you're looking for affirmations and reaffirmations from people, they're not going to give you that. They're not going to. And a lot of times, if people leave your life, that's good. That's a good thing, because if they're not blessing you or not adding, then they weren't there. They weren't really there from the get-go. I've been on 2 years on the YouTube. People come, people go. And you have to just say to yourself, whether the people come or go, you got to say to yourself, hey, thank you for being a blessing, and thank you for being a lesson, because I learned what I need in my corner, and I learned what I don't want in my corner. Because if you're a blessing to me, I need you in my corner if you're a blessing. But if you're not, if you're a hindrance, I don't need a hindrance. Because a lot of times we keep hindrance because we want to feel acceptance. Oh wow, we want to feel needed by the hindrance. But let me tell you something. If something's hindering, it's going to try to stop you. If something's hindering, it's going to block you. Something's hindering, it's not going to be something that's going to help you. Everybody that says they love you don't mean it on YouTube. Stop believing the lies. Stop believing it. Everybody that says they love you, say they're for you, they're not for you. They're for themselves. I'm trying to tell you guys, on YouTube and everywhere, everybody's out for themselves on this YouTube channel. There's no real love except God's real love. There's no real love. And we've been so lied to. I've been on YouTube for 2 years, and everybody that said they love you and got your back and got your front and got your side. They don't. They got themselves. And the sad thing is, we mistake love, that they say they love us, but it was fake love. Because real love doesn't block you from a real channel. Let me say that again. Real love doesn't block you. And that's why on this channel, I bring people, everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome. But you got a lot of so-called Christians that block me on their channels. And that's okay. because they say and then they come back and comment and say they really love me. And then you ask this question, did you really love me, or did you love the anointing? Did you really love me, or did you love the fire? Did you really love me, or did you just want to suck the fire out of me? And a lot of times people ain't gonna love you on YouTube. I don't care all these people that's gonna say they love you. It's false. It's false. It's false. And you gotta stop chasing that false love. You gotta stop chasing that fake love, man. And I just want to encourage you guys. The more you chase after it, the more it's like the hamster wheel. It's like a job. You're chasing. YouTube built this like this, and all social platforms built like at the chase after somebody who that they're real people, but they're not real for you. My God, I felt that. They're real people, but they're not real for you. Why? Because if somebody's real for you, they got you for real, for real. They got you in the good and the bad. They don't got you just because they got you and then drop you. Because a lot of times people will drop you because you know why? They drop you because they weren't really there for you. People will drop you because the reason why they drop you is because you're not doing what they want you to do or saying the things that they want you to say or doing. And these are Christian people, okay? And some are not Christian people, okay? But 99.9% are Christian people. And the reason why they're Christian people, what they claim they're Christian people, is because they talk about God and then they block you. You're like, where did this come from? See, like I said, birds as a feather flock together. They do that stuff in the dark. See, people should have just been open with me. If they didn't want me, they should have been open. But you know why people are not going to be open to you? Because they're scared of the reaction you'll give them. People are intimidated by the reaction you give them. But you know what? What that does is you learn that lesson and you embrace it. And if somebody blocks you from the channel or don't want you to come on or don't accept you, embrace it and say, you know what? I got to go forward. Like I said in the last video, you got to go forward and continue to keep going forward and everything, because God has better people. There's a whole world full of people that's really going to love you and celebrate your gift, that's going to celebrate you and not manipulate you, because a lot of 99.9% of YouTube channels are people full of manipulation. A lot of 99.9% of the Christians that are on YouTube are manipulations, and they're from the devil. And I'm going to say they're of the devil. And even some of them people that say they love you and all that, that's of the world. They don't care about you. They don't. They're following the devil. That's some of them that's out there in the world that's sexing and partying. They're already following the devil. The devil's their father. And you have to accept that. Even some so-called Christians, you know, they're going to the club and freaking all night, freaking all day. They sing that song, freaking all night, all day. And they say they're holy and sanctified and all that. Even some married people, my gosh, I don't know why I'm going this way, say they love you and all that stuff. They don't. And these were Christian people. You know, and I just want to encourage you guys. People are not going to accept, and if they are accepting you because they're love, and if everybody's speaking well of you and saying they love you and all this stuff, we got to check your relationship with God if you're doing what God's telling you to do. Because we got to be careful about misogyny. We got to be careful about all this stuff. We got to be careful because, you know, people have like 50 people on their channels and not talking about nothing. They're not talking about nothing. You know, even those Christian ones ain't talking about nothing. They give you Bible scriptures and they give you these things, but they don't live it themselves. And then if you make a mistake, they'll judge you and point out your faults. Look, we all have faults, even myself. We all make mistakes, even myself. I'm including myself. But they won't tell you that. They'll tell you what you should not do. They will tell you what you should not be. But we all make mistakes. We all do. But we have to hold ourselves accountable, even myself. But a lot of these Christians and people judge. They judge. I talk about the truth, what God tells me to talk about, because we have to correct some behaviors. And a lot of times we look for people to accept us because we're chasing year after year, month after month. You know, not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to accept you. Not everybody's going to approve of you. Not everybody's going to like embrace you, and you have to tell yourself that's okay. God bless you. That's okay. Because what happened is, if we're looking for embracing and pleasing people, we're going to miss it every time. Hello, Sardinia. God bless you. You know, people are not going, and hello, Victor, too. You know, you got to just know that people ain't going to like you. People are not going to accept That's how it is on YouTube. I always say this. Everybody that starts out with you ain't going to finish with you. I've been on YouTube 2 years. 2 years. Where are all the people at now? I'll wait. Where's the road? Like the song said, where the Slim Shady at? Please stand up. I'll wait. Where's them folks at? I'll wait. I'm doing good. Tell them I said hello. You know, where's the real people at? Where's all them people that were here 2 years ago? Nowhere to be found. What were the people that started out in January 2024? Where they at? Nowhere to be found. Amen. Where's the people that in 2025? Where they at? Nowhere to be found. That's why in 2026 we cannot chase people that don't want to be on our circle. We cannot chase, because if they're not, a lot of times people want us to be their asset. God, I know you're still here. People want us to be their asset, but they want us to be their liability. And a lot of times people want us to be a liability and then assets. And I talked about this before. And what it is, what people want us is to be their asset while we become our own liability. What's our own liability means? That we become our liability by burning ourselves out, by ward ourselves out, by trying to go the extra mile. And there's nothing wrong with going the extra mile, but if you go too much, you'll get burned out by going the extra mile year after year, week after week, month after month. If you're the one that's doing all the work and there's no reciprocation, there's no real relationship, there is not. It's called fabrication. And a lot of people want to fabricate off of the fire, off of you. And then what happened? They leave you with fumes. My God, I felt that in my spirit. So what we do is, accept things that doesn't fit no more. And that's why we can't chase in 2026 what doesn't fit no more. Why am I going this way? Because we try to fit something that does not fit our circle no more, or who we thought that fit our circle. We cannot, you just got to just say, okay, this is where it is. This is how it is. As long as you have your husband or your wife that loves you, that's all counts. If you got that, and you got God, mostly you got God, your husband, your wife that loves you, that's all that counts. Because when the smoke is cleared, the dust fades, that's all you're going to have. Because everybody that said they're going to be there is not going to be there. I had a lot of people, even outside, say they're going to be there. And you know what? They ain't nowhere to be found. Let the dust clear. You'll see the realness. Let the dust clear. And all the people that's on everybody else's channel and all that stuff, that dust is going to clear. It's only a phase. It's only a phase. It's an infatuation. It's only infatuation. And I think a lot of times people have these infatuations with these other channels. And you gotta just tell yourself, and I'm still going to stick with the DUNAMIS and DYNAMITE family group, because that's what God gave me. That's the vision that God gave me, and everybody's going to leave the vision. When God gives you a vision, that's a vision for you. And when people leave, that's okay. That's a part of the process called the pruning process. That's why God, and I said this, God will remove the stuff that's not good.
They're not part of it.
Because they're not part of it. It's not part. If somebody's a part of the vision, they'll grow with you in the vision. But if they're not part of the vision, then that's okay. You move on to what's next. God, give me what's next. God, give me the real people. God, give me the people that really need the fire, the anointing. God, give me the for real folks. Don't give me the fake folks. Don't give me the so-called Christian folks that has more, has more subscribers, all that. The people that say they love me. I even had people, oh my God, that said they love. Lot of people. A lot. And they're nowhere to be found. What does that tell you? Put your trust in the Lord. What does that tell you? Put your trust in God.
Trust in no man.
We can't put your trust in no man. No man. Not even YouTube. People, you can't put your trust in.
Nobody.
Put your trust in God alone.
That's what he says.
Because man will fail you. I'll fail you. My wife will fail you. But the Lord would never fail you. And that's the dangerous thing. We look for all this love from people, and all this acceptance. We oh my God, we chase after that and chase so hard. and chase that people subscribe to us, and chase for people to love us, and chase, and we go really, really hard. I seen, people over the last 2 years chase so money into my channel. Give me a $1,000 to my channel. Give me $100,000. Give me. No. When you do something for the Lord, or really for the Lord, it's not going to be popular. And if other people are growing at a rapid rate, then hey, either they're doing something really for the Lord, or they're doing something for themselves. Because there's people that can sing, and see, when I sing to the Lord and I have a little bit of fun. But people can sing. Is it really for God, or is it really for themselves? I've seen a lot of stuff on YouTube for 2 years. I've been seeing a lot of stuff, and God has been revealing things to me, all this. And I was sitting here thinking today, and I was doing stuff. I said, God, I'm glad you showed me what you showed me these last 2 years about YouTube, and even with people in general. And the Lord told me, don't chase after things that's dead. That's why Jesus said, let the dead bury the dead. If they're dead, don't go pick it up. Don't even go invest in it. A lot of times we try to invest in something that's not investing in us. We invest in relationships. We invest in people that don't give a darn about us. Yes, that's right. That's right, Sidonia. We invest so much on things that don't matter. It's going to fade. What if YouTube decides to shut down YouTube? What are we going to do? What are the people going to do if YouTube decides? Because they have the power to do that. YouTube has the power to stop this. If and people don't think, oh, YouTube can't. YouTube.
I say God has the power.
Yeah, God has the power. God has the power to use YouTube or any social platform to shut down. What are we going to do? What is the people going to do? People could be saying, oh, Jamaal sounds like he's hate. Jamaal sounds like he's jealous. Jamaal sounds like this. No, I'm speaking of facts. Because if you put YouTube or any social platform before God, God will shut it down. And people don't think God can shut that down. Ask what happened in 2020 when COVID happened. What happened to all the jobs? What happened to all the community? What happened? Welcome. What happened when the community, everything happened? Everything in the community was shut down in 2020. Everything was shut down. God shut it all down. And a lot of times people think God can't shut down. Even the churches were shut down. Everything was shut down. You had curfews. You couldn't go out. Welcome, Jennifer. Welcome everybody that's coming on. Welcome. I'm still on point. And that's the problem, and God is trying to get people's attention. He is. And he don't want us to chase after things. He don't want us to chase after people that don't care about you. He don't want you to chase. He don't want you to chase, and myself, not to even chase, not to even give, because a lot of time we give people time of day that they don't even care about you. Me and my wife, I'm going to just say this. Me and my wife, especially me, but me and my wife, we invested and we wasted a lot of time on people that didn't care about us. We wasted so much time. And I'm like, daggone, God, I wish I can go back and get the 2 years and 3 years back. And God said, you can't get that back. Learn from this lesson now so you don't repeat the cycle again. Oh, by God, I heard that. Learn from this lesson now that you don't repeat the cycle again. And we're in 2026. I said, Lord, I don't want to repeat the same cycles in the last 3 years or even the last 2 years. Or repeat the same patterns, chasing after people who don't care.
The only person I'm chasing is God.
Yeah, that's the only one. My wife says it. Only person we got to chase is God. And love your spouse. Love your husband. Love your wife. That's the only thing. Because when you're sick, God is going to be there and your spouse is going to be there. That's the only one. When you're sick and you don't have nowhere to go and you don't have nothing and you're hurting, your husband and your wife is going to be there. If they love God. Now I'm talking about true husband and wife. Like my wife, true. This year will be 10 years. We have to take these lessons that we learn and apply it. Even myself, I learned these lessons. It's a part of the journey because we chase so long, and the longer and it gets burdensome chasing.
how you will have so much peace when you do that.
Yeah, my wife is right here. You do. You have so much peace. I'm telling you what. I have so much peace now because when I was chasing everybody's YouTube channel, I got burned out. 2 years, got burned out. Trying to be on this one's channel, trying to be on that one's channel, trying to get everybody to come on my channel. You know why everybody came on my channel? It's because I was on their channel. Let me say that again. The reason why people came on my channel is because I went on everybody else's channel. I supported everybody else's channel who I thought were there, who was there. And you know what's happened? Look where they're at. Stop supporting people's channels and you'll see the realness. You'll see how people really are. It's only a matter of time. It's only a moment of time. You will see it. It's a matter of time and it's a moment of time when you stop supporting their channels. Because if you're not giving to their channels and you're not supporting their I Claim ministry and they say they love you, but they don't show you the love and reciprocation and they blocked you, then you know who you are. And God showed me there was a lot of people, and these were Christian people. These were a lot of Christian people. And you know what? But it shows me. God teaches me, and God will teach you who's real. That's why Jesus said, everybody that hollers, Lord, Lord, when I enter the kingdom, even those that can sing and preach and teach and all that, it don't mean they're going to make it. He said only those that have a clean hand and what? A pure heart. God looks at the heart. That's right. I agree with you. But people expect you. A lot of time when people put their expectations on you to be on every channel, to be on every platform, to be on everything, and then they judge you because you can't be there. You're not. You can't be all things to all. One thing says, you have to be all things to all people. However, there's a however. You can't do everything. You're not omnipresent. Jesus is omnipresent. God is omnipresent. He can be here, there, everywhere at the same time. He's the only one. We can't. We have limitless power, but he has ultimate power. And I think a lot of times people put high demands on other people. And I've seen this through the YouTube. I seen it. And it's all social platforms. It's every single one. Because the reason why people want you to be on their channels, I'm just going to break it down. It's all for watch times or how much you can give them. It's all about the watch times and the gives. And see, nobody wants to talk about that. It's the watch times, the subscribers, and how much you can give. I'll say that again. The watch time, the subscribers, and how much you can give. That 4,000, whatever it is, that's hard to get. Okay? And I'm not, and you're not going to kill yourself, and I'm not going to kill myself for no 400,000 watch hours being on YouTube, 3 all day, all night, killing myself for that. That's a bunch of foolishness. And a lot of times I see people doing that, killing themselves, half sleep, like, and all that stuff, or like, and you hear them sleep like, I seen that 2 years on the YouTube, people sleeping just for watch hours. Because YouTube built the system to make it hard for people to win. Oh, I know YouTube ain't gonna like this, but that's okay. I'm gonna talk about it. They made it hard for the people to win, and then people chase that. It's like jobs. Jobs do the same thing. Even DoorDash does the same thing. Spark does the same thing. Uber Eats does the same thing. Uber Drive does the same thing. All these other platforms do the same thing. They make it hard for the people. Every job, you work 20 hours, 40 hours, whatever job it is, they make it hard. That's why they add more jobs. That's why they add more hard work. They add more hard, more. High demands to get a piece of paper over some money. Wow, I didn't know we went this way, Lord. I didn't know we were going to go this way. And that's what people do through the YouTube too. High demand. My God. That's wow. And that's true. This is how every platform is. That's how everything is. That's why you can't chase. And that's why God was dealing with me, even with everything. Stop chasing, even just anything, even in life, to chase.
Yeah.
And everything off screen, we chase so hard. We do. My wife was telling me, don't chase stuff that's not blessing you. Don't. Because when you chase so hard a relationship that doesn't fit you or
And let
benefit
me
you,
make that clear, not blessing with money or anything. I'm just talking about if they're not taking you to the kingdom of God, they're a hindrance.
you heard that? If they're not taking you to the kingdom of God, then they're a hindrance. Even them so-called Christians that have the Bible, that have tablets, that does all that stuff. When I give the word, I'm giving real life facts. I'm giving life facts. I give the word, but also give facts. That people ain't going to really love you. Let me tell you something. Stop giving, right? And watch how people will treat you. Stop giving. Stop going to people's channels once and see how much they'll come to your channels. Look at my channel now. Only 2 people or 1 people or 0 people. You know, stop giving. Stop giving. Let me tell you, don't even give money once. And watch how many people stop being there for you. It changes. The likes. That changes. Because as long as you're doing what everybody else wants you to do, they'll love you. They'll love you. They'll love everything you could do for them. And then they'll make you the enemy. They'll make you, oh, you're the bad guy. Oh, you're this and you're that. No, I just tell the truth. People want to make you or make myself the enemy because what happened is they don't look at the inner enemy with them. So they'll blame me. I'm the enemy. Oh, Jamal's the bad guy. Oh, Jamal's the evil guy. No. We all have an inner enemy. But we don't want to talk about that because we're afraid to be vulnerable. And you know why people are afraid to be vulnerable? Because a lot of times they're afraid who they're going to see in the mirror. That's why Jesus talks about that too. That a lot of times people forget what they look like when they look in the mirror. That's the same thing with us. And it's not only naturally, it's also spiritually. How do we really look? Because a lot of times we try to be desperate to chase. Desperation. We try to own a YouTube channel, try to in other platforms to chase the numbers, to chase the things, to chase the thing, to chase the subscribers. I'm telling you, you're chasing and burning yourself out. Oh, people like me, people accept me. They're not going to. And if they don't, that's their problem, not your problem. I want to say this. If nobody subscribes to you or nobody, sows into you, if they don't like you, that's not your problem. Let me just say that. That's not your problem. That's their problem. If they don't care about you, that's their problem. That's what that says about them. That doesn't say nothing about you. And don't let nobody guilt you or don't let nobody make you feel inferior because because you don't do what they want you to do. Don't let nobody make you feel like whatever. Don't let nobody make you feel like that. Because, oh, I don't accept you no more. Don't let nobody make you feel like that. Don't. And I want to encourage you guys, encourage everybody. Don't let nobody make you feel inferior. Don't. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's the president. I don't care if it's the mayor. I don't care who it is. You don't let nobody make you feel inferior. I don't care whose YouTube channel is growing or TikTok or Facebook. Don't let nobody make you feel inferior. And don't even chase after them if they're not going to chase after you because see, what everybody wants is benefits. They want benefits. Benefit my channel, benefit me. But are they benefiting you at the same time? A relationship, well, let me tell you what a true relationship is. A true relationship is to give and reciprocate. It's to give and reciprocate. It's to give and give. Not give and take. It's to give and give. A true relationship is give. But if you're giving and the other person's taking, and you're giving and the other person's taking, and you're giving and the other person's taking, after a while, the person that's giving is going to get tired of it. And the person that's taking is going to feel like they feel, what's that word? They're going to feel like entitlement. Well, you're supposed to give me. No, I ain't going to give you nothing. I ain't supposed to give you nothing. And you ain't supposed to give them nothing. You ain't. Because there's no entitlement. And sometimes people on YouTube make you feel like you're entitled. I'm entitled to you. You're entitled to me. I'm in debt. No. Don't let nobody make you feel like that. I don't care who it is. Saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, fire baptized, speaking in tongues. Don't let nobody. That's why on my YouTube channel, I don't change I don't know why I'm going to go this way. There's a lot of people, and that's their channels. They can do whatever they want. I've seen people on the YouTube that started out humble, change their backgrounds to please the people. What is that? And these are Christian people. Fake music, fake dancing, fake all this to appease the people. Me, when I do it, I'm me. I'm for real. What you see is what you get. What you saw me 2 years ago is me. I'm always me. When I make my shorts, it's me. But a lot of times people will do all this, I don't know, do all this extra. You know, you've been at, I don't know, I through YouTube, you've been to a lot of people, you've seen people's houses. I've been to, on YouTube, you've seen people's houses or thing, and they change their backgrounds. Like, for real? Are you serious? Now you figure this out now? What happened? You started out small, and these are Christian people. Wait, you started out small? Now you want to change up your background? Oh, I don't want nobody to see my house. There's nothing. Come on, let's get real with it. Oh, and then they decide, oh, let me block him. Let me block him. Even Christian singers, different people. No, I'm gonna talk about this. But people are going to do what they want to do. So as I get to a close, don't chase after nobody that's not going to chase and be a blessing to you. Don't chase. And don't give yourself, in this new year, this is 2026, don't give your time to something that's giving not their time back to you. So God bless you and have a great day.
I didn't want you to